In this presentation, we will discuss how to become better listeners, note-takers, and participators. First, let's discuss listening. Active listening is critical to remembering what is presented in class. Most professors draw a significant amount of test items from their own lectures. This means that listening and remembering class discussions is conducive to doing well on exams. There are three major aspects of listening. 1. You must prepare to listen before class. 2. You must listen and take notes during class. 3. You must review and recall information after class. Now we will go more in depth to better understand the three aspects of listening. Preparing to listen before class means that you complete the assigned readings before each lecture. Make sure you pay attention to the course syllabus. Make sufficient use of the auxiliary materials provided by the professor. Warm up for class. Keep your mind open. Develop an organizational system and prepare to record your progress. When using critical listening during class, remember, be ready for the message. Listening to the main concepts and central ideas are important. The obscure and fragmented facts and figures will be better remembered when you know the main ideas. Listen to new ideas. Don't be distracted. Really hear what is said. Actively repeat the material mentally. Make decisions on what you think the most important points from the lecture are. Always ask questions for the professor to clarify something if you don't understand. Listen to the complete message. Respect your own ideas and those of others. Sort, organize, and categorize all the information that is presented. Now let's switch gears and discuss effective note-taking during class. There are different note-taking systems. The Cornell format is great for condensing and organizing notes. With the Cornell format, the page is divided into two columns, the recall column and the notes column. The recall column houses the important idea, vocabulary word, or fact. The notes column is the area where the detailed information is placed. The outline format is best used when there is enough time in a lecture to think about the organization of your outline. In order to make an outline, begin to list main ideas on the left of the page, and with each specific group of facts, indent the information to the right. This format requires deep processing of the information that is given. The paragraph format is great for times when it is difficult to put information into an outline. These are typically informal paragraphs. One drawback to this method is that not all of the information included will be a main point or idea. The list format consists of writing down information, typically in a numbered fashion. This format works best when the lecture is disorganized or progressing too quickly to organize information. A great note-taking strategy is using a combination of the formats previously discussed. For example, using the Cornell format alongside the list format could be beneficial if you have main ideas that contain several lists. Let's discuss some note-taking techniques. Be sure to identify the main points and ideas. Don't try to write down everything. Some details aren't as important as others. If a lecture is disorganized, try to organize your note into specific frameworks. When using the Cornell format, return to your recall column. Respond, recite, and review after class. Write the main points in the recall column. Recite your important ideas using the recall column. Review the notes from the previous class a few minutes before you attend the next class. Don't forget to compare and recopy your notes. Be sure to compare your notes with other classmates to see if you missed anything important, or you can find out new ways to organize your notes. This does not mean copy their notes, because you can't learn as well from someone else's notes if you have not attended class. Recopying your notes helps if you are a tactile learner. It also helps to recopy your notes if the notes are messy or if you need to review the notes. Have a backup plan if you miss class due to an illness or an emergency. A backup plan would be to exchange numbers and email addresses with fellow classmates. Using class notes to do homework is extremely beneficial. Take 10 to 15 minutes to review your notes before beginning homework. Create a warm-up before beginning your assignment. Try doing assigned problems and assignments without your notes at first to see what material you need to study more for an exam. If you encounter a problem, do not give up on it until you've given a reasonable effort to try to work it out. Complete your work by asking yourself what you've learned after you finish an assignment. Class participation is the heart of active learning. Participation facilitates discussion on difficult subjects and helps clarify ideas. Participation also shows the teacher that you are making a concerted effort to grasp the material. So, with this in mind, how do you effectively participate in class? Find a seat as close to the front of the class as possible. Keep your eyes on the professor. Don't be distracted. Focus on the lecture. Ask the professor to clarify something if you don't understand it. Never think that you are asking a stupid question. If you are called on to answer something in class, take this time to give your input. If you have read or seen something that is relevant to the class, then speak up about it. For more tips about effective listening, please visit the following sites listed on this slide. Here is an additional effective listening resource. For more tips about participating in class, please visit the following site listed on this slide. For more tips about effectively participating in class, please visit the following site listed on this slide. If you're interested in attending a workshop live, please visit the Student Success Center's website where you will find the workshop schedule.